Okay, so ever wonder how all that fuel gets to your local gas station?
An intricate system of pipelines crisscrossing the country, often overlooked, but essential to keeping our modern world running smoothly.
Right. And the folks ensuring those pipelines operate safely and responsibly. They're called pipeline compliance coordinators.
And their role is only becoming more and more vital as the industry expands. It's a career in high demand.
Yeah, RoleCatcher defines the role as meticulously tracking, compiling, and summarizing all compliance and conformance activities within pipeline infrastructure,
That's one way to put it.
guardians of those energy arteries. So what do these guardians actually do? I mean, we see in the RoleCatcher guide, they're tracking these activities, making sure everything aligns with the regulations.
They're basically the enforcers, making sure everyone is playing by the rules. But it's more than just checking boxes. They're developing and implementing compliance policies and finding ways to minimize risks, too. It's a proactive role.
It sounds like it. And it's not all office work either, is it? RoleCatcher mentioned inspections, being out in the field.
That's a big part of it. Imagine a pipeline near a protected area, like a wetland. A pipeline compliance coordinator would be the one making sure the company follows all the environmental regulations during any maintenance or repairs in that area. High stakes.
Wow, yeah. I can see how that could be stressful. And it's not just knowing regulations, right? The RoleCatcher guide talks about keeping up with technology, sensors, data analytics. Didn't strike me as very high tech at first.
Oh, definitely is. Pipeline compliance coordinators are increasingly relying on real-time data from sensors to monitor pipeline integrity, analyze that data to anticipate any potential issues. Corrosion, for example, it's all about preventing leaks before they even happen.
So they're like pipeline detectives using data to solve those mysteries.
In a way, yes.
And speaking of mysteries, this job seems pretty high pressure. The RoleCatcher guide even mentioned those high stress situations. What kind of situations are we talking about?
Well, a pipeline leak, for one. Picture this. You're the pipeline compliance coordinator, and suddenly there's a leak. You're managing the response, ensuring everyone's safety, coordinating with all the regulatory agencies. Talk about pressure.
Wow, I bet those continuous learning opportunities mentioned in the RoleCatcher guide come in handy in those situations. But high pressure often means good rewards. What are some of the benefits of a career path like this? So it sounds pretty intense, but there's got to be an upside to all that pressure, right? What are the perks of being a pipeline compliance coordinator?
Well, for starters, the job security is pretty great. RoleCatcher's research shows this field is only going to keep growing.
That makes sense. Pipelines aren't going anywhere.
Exactly. And they highlight the competitive salaries, too.
With that much responsibility, I can see why.
Yeah, companies are willing to pay for the expertise, definitely. But it's not all about the money, right? There's also the satisfaction of knowing you're contributing to something so essential, so important.
Right, keeping things running.
It's about protecting people and the environment, making sure that energy is transported safely and responsibly. You can really see the impact of your work.
Yeah, that's rewarding. So let's say someone's listening and thinking, this sounds like me, I like a challenge. How do they actually break into the field?
Well, RoleCatcher's career guide has a whole section on getting started. Internships, entry-level positions, those are a great place to start. Pipeline operators, regulatory agencies, that sort of thing.
So even without tons of experience, you can still get your foot in the door.
Oh, absolutely. A lot of companies, they're looking for enthusiasm, a good understanding of the basics. Of course, having a strong educational background helps engineering, environmental science.
Sure, makes sense. And for those already in the field, maybe aiming for those more senior roles, what does career progression look like?
Well, this is a field where you got to keep learning. New technologies pop up all the time, regulations change. RoleCatcher's guide, it really emphasizes that staying up to date. Maybe that's through professional development programs, networking.
Right, because it's not just what you know, it's who you know, too.
Exactly. Conferences, professional organizations, all great ways to meet people, maybe find a mentor, learn from the best.
So we've got education, experience, networking, anything else aspiring pipeline compliance coordinators need to think about.
A top-notch resume, that's for sure. And lucky for them, RoleCatcher has a tool for that.
A resume builder, huh? Okay, now you've got my attention. Tell me more about this.
Well, with RoleCatcher's CV and Resume Builder, you can create a resume that's tailored to each specific job you apply for. It helps you highlight those skills and experiences that hiring managers are really looking for.
So no more generic templates. Got it.
Right. You're showcasing exactly what's relevant to them. And it's not just about keywords. The platform uses AI, so it analyzes your CV and suggests ways to make it even better, helps you stand out.
Like having a resume expert in your back pocket.
Exactly. And RoleCatcher doesn't just leave you hanging after the application either. They've got resources for interview prep too, like a whole library of interview questions specifically for pipeline compliance coordinators.
Oh, wow. Okay, so they're with you every step of the way.
Pretty much. And you can practice your answers too using their AI-powered tool. It analyzes how you're doing, gives you feedback on your delivery and what you're saying.
Hold on, so it's like a mock interview, but with AI.
Yeah, you could say that. It's a way to practice, get comfortable, become more confident, iron out any nervous habits, make sure you're explaining things well.
Wow, RoleCatcher really has thought of everything.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
And the best part is, a lot of these features are free. They do have the Copilot subscription, which unlocks even more, but even the free version is super helpful.
It sounds like a great resource no matter where you are in your career.
Absolutely. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in the field a while and you're looking for that next step, they have tools and insights to help.
So it sounds like the pipeline compliance coordinator role, it's definitely not your average desk job. It's challenging for sure, but there's a lot to like about it. Good job security, competitive salaries, and that sense of purpose, knowing you're making a real difference.
Right. And we know the industry is going to keep evolving. New technologies are always popping up. That means new challenges and opportunities. It's an exciting field to be a part of.
So if you're someone who enjoys a fast-paced environment, you like to be challenged, and you want a job where you can have a positive impact, well, this could be it. And with RoleCatcher in your corner, you'll be well equipped to navigate this world of pipelines and regulations. That's it for our deep dive today. Thanks for joining us.